What's up, Mets fans? Orange and blue thing. I think our headphones on or off. I don't hear myself.
I hear myself very loudly, actually.
I don't hear anything.
Maybe I have all of your audio.
Hold on. Oh, no. Here we go.
I hear you. So
I can't hear anything.
Well, you're good because I can. Can you hear Darren? I can hear Darren.
That's not good. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Here we go. See?
Fact checkers.
We have 4 shows left.
Can you hear Darren?
Because I can't hear myself. I can't hear anything.
I wish we could ask Lizzie,
either.
but she's talking to somebody from out of town. So
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
No.
Everybody's saying you're good.
What the hell?
You're fine.
I can't hear you at all.
You're just going to have to deal with this because I'm right next to you.
Oh, no.
All right. Well,
I need to fix this. Hold on a second.
Hot start. So.
This is weird.
No, I hear you. You don't hear you?
I don't hear me at all.
Everyone else hears
wait,
you.
Is this old age? Is it finally kicking in?
Is this like a shtick? Are you going to segue into something
no,
about
I
like
think
hearing
maybe
loss?
these headphones just broke.
Okay.
That's where it's going to be annoying.
Well, I mean, when was the last time
I kind of do need it, though,
these?
because I'm going to be playing some clips here to kind of
Do you want to switch
talk
headphones?
some more shit about the fan. No, but you know what I love doing? When you have to talk for a second.
No,
without me.
don't make me do this.
Go ahead, because look at them. You can see them from here. I'm going to go right there. It's like when a parent leaves for a second.
I know.
It's like, don't worry.
And I just like instinctively
Amelia,
pick up all the knives by the blades.
You'll be able to see me. I'm not going far. I'll be right there.
I can't.
Go ahead and talk.
Okay, the only
What did you do this weekend?
No, I'm not even going to go there. The only thing I think to talk about is, I believe it was last week on the show, I showed a 20-year-old dog named Caprese who needed a home, and I am so happy to announce he found a home. My aunt actually adopted him. She picked him up yesterday. So yes, my aunt. So Caprese is in a home, which is lovely. I have other dogs I will be showing you later. So if you missed out on that other geriatric dog, I have some other ones that I could interest you in. So stay tuned, as I know that's why you tune into this podcast. Darren, is it working?
Yes. You know what?
I had nothing left.
You know what I hate? Wow, it's so loud now.
I know. I told you it was like especially loud today.
Maybe my headphones have been going for weeks, and I just thought it was old age. But this sounds the clearest I've heard all season.
I feel the same way with mine.
Stop calling me.
I was going to say, what is that?
I don't know. It's annoying.
Okay.
Wow. This is what I sound like? Maybe we have to do the show next year.
Great. This was the deciding factor out of that very entertaining 2 minutes that
this
they
is
just
how
listened
you sound. This, like what you're hearing in your ears right now is how you always sound?
No, it sounds especially clear today.
Wow, excellent. All right,
I really think so.
So now that we got that out of the way 3 minutes into the show,
wow,
so loud. I sound like Kevin Burkhardt a little bit.
Why?
Just so nice and clear. Anyway, the Mets are 63 and 74, 25 games left. This person is really relentless.
Answer. Put them on the microphone.
No, I don't answer the phone ever. If it says no caller ID, I do not answer the phone.
Why?
Ever.
It's such a fun game.
It's just not. I'm not into it.
Right.
The Mets are 7.5 games out. So what do you think? Are they going to make it or what?
Stop talking to me.
So anyway, Julia was driving over from her crazy morning with her dogs, and I said, "Do you have a title for the show?" And she said, "Wake Me Up When September Ends." Isn't that a song?
Yeah, of course it's a song. Green Day.
Green Day. Oh, how about that Smash Mouth guy? He died.
Oh, I know.
R.I.P.
So sad.
Liver failure at 50-something.
Terrible.
Yeah. I don't want to speculate, but I feel like that's usually when you party kind of too hard.
They said there were people who were close to him who said he struggled with addiction issues, which is why you're not a candidate for a transplant, I don't think, when that's like the reason for your liver
No
failure.
way.
Yeah.
It's like they punish you.
It's not like a punishment, or it's like you're not as high up on the list. Like it's when it's like self-induced.
You ever see John Q?
No.
It's with Denzel.
No.
So his kid was on a list for a transplant, and I guess something was happening. It wasn't moving along very far. The kid didn't have very long to live. John Q, the dad of the kid who's Denzel, went to the hospital and had a hostage situation to get him higher on the list. And then he said he was going to kill himself because he was a match. And he said to the doctors, "I'll kill myself. You have to take my whatever organ it was and put it into my kid." They said, "You're not going to do that?" He said, "Well, we kind of have to. If you're going to kill yourself, then we'll do it." And he was going to do it.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But then like at the last minute, what did they say? 11th hour, 12th hour, they came with the paper like, "Oh, we got a match." So
fine. And then it was no big deal.
Yep. Then Denzel, I think he still got arrested, but it was all right.
I was going to say.
Good movie. Check it out.
All right.
We were playing a game driving down to Baltimore. It was Kelly, myself, Taryn Ritchie, and you have to name an actor or an actress.
I'm going to be bad at this.
And then you have to name a movie movie that they've been in.
I'm not good with movies.
The
but
next
okay.
person has to name another person in that movie, and
then they have
it
to
goes
name
on and on
another.
and on. Yeah, it kills some time.
Okay.
Anyway,
Maybe
so
later when we run out of things to talk about.
well, yeah. So I don't assume that you watched any game this past weekend, holiday
Of course
weekend.
not.
Happy Labor Day, happy belated Labor Day. But
Oh my God, they're calling me now.
no way.
I'm answering.
No, don't answer it.
I want to know who it is.
Sure.
Hello. They hung up.
That's awesome. So if you're a fan like Julia, or maybe you're a fan in the comments that doesn't watch, this is like your weekly consumption of Met stuff is this show, which bless you. If that's the
Honestly,
truth.
like what a choice.
Let's get to our weekly check-in with Justin Simpson.
Yes.
And he will let us know. Jordan Simpson, I'm sorry. He will let us know what you may have missed over this past 3-game set.
This is the only way I want.
So could I Senga, and Ronnie had nights to remember. Bogey clutch hit in the 8th rings in September. With the tight win 2-1. Game 2 was loco. Homers from DJ Vientos in Francisco. Tied at 7, but Crawford homered off auto. Ended up losing by a run. Now on to game 3. Pete Alonso keeps making history. Another year, 40 bombs, 100 ribbies. We win the series and win 6-3. What's next? Get it out to DC. Keep it going round and round. We never see it Labor Day.
Excellent.
So good.
Another excellent recap.
Another
from,
week I'm
Jordan
asking
Simpson.
why this man is not employed by SNY.
He should be.
good.
Maybe during the offseason they'll figure something out.
So good.
So speaking of so good, Friday night in Minnesota, Senga will be on the hill. On Saturday for the outing, it will be Peterson. They're going down to DC for a quick 2-game set starting tonight and tomorrow night. It is already Tuesday. It feels weird with these.
I know.
With the Mondays.
I mean, I never have a sense of what day of the week it is
No.
because I work 7 days a week. So there's no weekends. But this was my last weekend working. I will now have weekends
Ever?
off. Ever.
No way.
I now have weekends off. So
Congratulations.
thank you.
So maybe next season.
I was literally going to say, you will actually see me at games next season. Not
Wait,
during the week, though.
So we have 2 more home outings. We have the
Yes.
game on the 16th, I think it is. That Saturday
I
game.
won't be at that one.
Okay. So there
It's
you
my
go.
birthday weekend, and my family were celebrating that day.
Okay.
But the last game, I will be at.
October 1st.
Yes.
If you want to, maybe get an autograph, Julia will be there. She probably won't be there early enough for the tailgate because that's
No, I will.
Okay.
I don't have to work.
all right.
That will
October
be my first tailgate of the year.
October 1st, Julia's first sighting in the marina lot. You know when you pull in, actually, you haven't been there,
No.
but when you pull into the marina lot, they have one of those like the construction signs that you could write things on it.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's like a generator connected to it. It says park with the 7 line.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it is. But like park with the 7 line, you still bang us out for the
But
truck
you
and
should
everything.
get a discount
I
for
should,
that.
right?
Yeah.
I
Bargain that.
gotta talk to the Mets about that.
Next year.
Park with the 7 line. So Minnesota this
You
Saturday
get a parking discount for parking with the 7 line. $35.
for members.
Yeah.
Like a members discount.
Yeah.
I doubt that would fly.
You talk to someone
I'll
about
bring it up.
that.
I'll bring it up during the off-season meeting there. So this Saturday,
So could I Senga, and Ronnie had nights.
I mean, it's good enough. I wouldn't mind hearing it twice.
Me
but
either.
This Saturday, we will be at Inbound Brewing Company, our earliest pregame party we have ever planned. So my hope is that fans will wake up wherever they're sleeping that night. The night before, obviously, hopefully it's not a park bench, but a hotel, or maybe an Airbnb, whatever it may be. But we're going to be pre-gaming at Inbound, which I'm very happy to say that they are opening early specifically for us. So if you are planning to go down there, make sure you're early because the place is not gigantic, but it will fit a good amount of us. They are going to have a taco truck that will have a few options, breakfast-related options. But let's say you roll in at like 11, you're ready for brunch or lunch. Don't worry, they'll have you covered as well. Inbound Brewing Company, 701 North 5th Street in Minneapolis. We are saying to get there at 9:30 in the morning, and I don't think that's a stretch to expect you guys to get down there because if they hit capacity, you're not going to be able to get in, and that's going to be a bummer for you. So definitely get there early, wherever you're sleeping. Like I said, wake up, take a shower, brush your teeth, and head on down. Little kegs and eggs, breakfast, pregame, brunch, whatever you want to call it. And it is just a 6-minute walk from inbound to Target Field. So we haven't been able to have any like real walks to the ballpark this year, like as a group, because just the way it worked out in Baltimore, it's right across the street. Where else did we go this year? Miami. It was pouring out for the opening day tailgate. We went in to hang out with obviously Steve Cohen and stuff, so we had to kind of be on time. So we haven't really had like a big walk outing yet this year. So this is going to be it.
Big deal.
Yes, a very big deal. So 25 games left. Julia's not very hopeful that the Mets are going to make the playoffs this year.
No, I'm not. I hope I'm wrong. Actually, I don't. I don't want my fall fucked up. Having to go to games.
They have to win. They have to win every day.
I know.
The Braves already won 90 games. Like 90 and 45 or something crazy. God
bless them.
Insane.
Whatever.
So if you haven't noticed, if you're not watching and you're listening afterwards, you should watch, because you have the opportunity to see me in this impeccable outfit. Head to toe,
Darren's
Corona.
really got a fit on today, and he's got to show the whole thing.
I got to show it off.
Head to toe.
I'm wearing the Corona polo shirt. Francisco Lindor is all over this thing. I got
so good.
Francisco on my thigh here. I'm wearing the matching hat. You guys can get involved in getting any of this stuff as well by simply going to the 7 Lines social media channels, clicking on the link in the bio, and it brings you to our list of links here. Actually, you're not gonna be able to see that because it's on the wrong page. But the 5th link down says the Francisco Collection, which I will show you guys right now. It's super easy to enter, and it doesn't cost a dime, and you could be put in the running to win your own set like I am wearing right now. So let me put in my advanced age here. 11/08/1980. You want to buy me something? The Knicks are playing that night, so I hope to be in the city.
It's my grandma's boyfriend's birthday.
November 8th?
It's going to be 90. Yep.
It's usually election day, too.
Well.
So Corona and the Mets win a limited edition item. Enter the sweepstakes by simply clicking that little link. Put your name, your state, your email address, and your phone number. Every time Francisco Lindor achieved a different milestone here that was preset before the season started, a new product was released. As you could see, if you're watching, I am wearing the polo shirt with the matching shorts and the hat. You can get your own if you win at random. They select winners. Probably. There's a dog next door. Hopefully he's not peeing on the grass out front, the Citi Field grass. So you could be a part of this competition, not competition, but this sweepstake by going to the link in our bio, click it, enter, and no purchase necessary. Always remember to relax responsibly. And Julia is shaking up the snow globe.
I just noticed it in front of me.
Have you ever had a snow globe in your life? Turn it upside down, please.
And shaking it's more fun.
There you go. It's not going to work the other way. You're insane.
I didn't know this was right in front of me.
You're a crazy human.
Well, it's really nice.
Oh, thank you. So I don't expect you watched this video, but this past weekend we had the Labor Day sale. And what we did special was anyone who spent $40 or more got one of those canvas keychains. It also put you in the running to win free stuff. So we're randomly selecting orders that are being shipped now from over the weekend to win bobbleheads. I didn't show this off, but different jerseys, like random things that we got throughout the years. Last year, even we had or 2 years ago, Pete Alonso Rookie of the Year bobblehead, the back-to-back Cy Young Jacob deGrom bobblehead.
Those are nice.
And one person is going to get a free snow globe, and another person is going to get a free Mr. Met chalkboard, the bullpen cart, whatever. Driving the bullpen cart bobblehead.
I like that one too.
Bunch of free stuff. So if you shop this past weekend, hopefully, I can't believe you're so bad at that.
You're supposed to shake it.
I guess, but you it's all in the bottom, so you just put it upside down and you're done.
That's cheating.
Oh my God. You guys are witnessing greatness here. Let's get to last week's giveaway, because we did ask fans to comment on Facebook, sound the trumpets, and we were initially going to do a retweet giveaway on Twitter, and then for some reason the tweet
Twitter
froze.
did not work.
So then they had to go in afterwards and retweet the YouTube link, which I think ended up working out. So on Twitter, the winner, which I already contacted, it's not on yours. I already contacted, and they did write back, at Born Mets Fan 86.
Woo!
And this fan also had like a UK flag in their bio. I hope that this isn't international shipping, because that's going to cost us an arm and a leg. I didn't look at. They did write back.
They deserve.
I get you want to front the bill. I'm not trying to ship a bobblehead to UK.
But like I feel like the UK fans are the only ones still watching.
Let me say. Nope, I'm good. Bronx.
Let's go.
And the second winner, the only winner on Facebook, Connor Joseph. So
Great.
you guys will be getting these shortly. We are a little backed up in the back, but I promise to get them out this week. So do anything fun this past weekend?
Worked.
That's not that fun.
Well, my job is fun, but it's a lot. So as most of you know by now, I work at a senior dog sanctuary. There's at any time anywhere from like 30 to 40 animals going on. And my owners were my bosses, the owners of the sanctuary were away. So I was kind of in charge of the entire operation all weekend. So it's just been hectic, but it's been nice. But that's why we started at 1:15 today. I had to make some vet runs this morning that I wasn't expecting to have to make all as well. But yeah, it set me back a little bit. Also, my own dog needed to go to the vet this morning. He had a tick in his neck the other day. We got it out, but then I couldn't tell if it was like a scab or like we didn't get like the head of the tick out. And it was just making me anxious. And we're leaving for Ohio this week. I'm going to start on that. So I just wanted to make sure there was nothing actually in there. So 1:15 start is obviously my fault. I think we all knew
I
that,
thought maybe
but
you were going
that's
to go
why.
to Minnesota this weekend. No.
But I told you this is why. It's Chris's brother's wedding.
All right, sure.
So-
It's always something with you.
But you know what? They're always legitimate excuses. It's literally never just like, oh, I'm tired.
I got to go to Belize.
I
gotta
always
do
have an
this.
obligation.
All right, whatever. That's
And when
fine.
I don't, or when it's an obligation that I can get out relatively early, I'm always there.
Whatever you say. So let's give a shout out to this fan. I wonder if they made him take this down. Probably not.
No, why would they?
Because sometimes, well, I guess it's not obstructing anything. So I guess this is fine.
no.
So when was this? This was posted on the 2nd. So sometime over this past weekend, this fan, Paul, went to Citi Field and made a gigantic Keep Pete sign
Love it.
out of a sheet, alternating each letter with orange and blue. So we thought we might be seeing a lot of these signs at the ballpark, which we probably still will, because who knows what's going to happen during this offseason. We said last week that whatever's going to happen with Pete has to happen before
Has to.
spring training next year, because it's not fair to him or the fan base or anyone else that really cares about this team to drag this on any longer.
Agreed.
What's going on here? We're having a little difficulties
What's
here.
wrong?
Nothing. There's something got cropped off here. So
Oh.
after this whole WFAN thing over the past couple of weeks,
Yeah.
they're almost doubling down on it, because
It's so stupid.
a lot of the guys were off last week. So the afternoon show was then hosted by Sean Marash and Tommy Lugauer, because Tiki and Tierney, I guess, were off. No, I'm sorry. Sal and Tierney. Tiki's now with Evan. I don't know. It's a whole fucking mess.
All right.
Either way, they're now like going to bat for each other. I don't know if you've seen it. I don't know if you haven't seen it.
I've just seen that, like, literally
Basically they're saying that we never said that.
yeah, it's the fan against the world. Like, no one is on their side. No one is backing them up except for each other. But it's literally like everything you say is recorded. And like,
Right.
if you didn't make your point clear enough, that's on you. Like, I can almost, the only time I can kind of like understand when something gets taken out of context is like if it's in a tweet and you're like restricted to a character limit and you can't get your point completely across. But like, you have a microphone in your face and an open airway, and like, you can say exactly what you mean. If you meant something differently, but you did not make it a point to make that clear, you're trying to stir the pot. Like, you're trying to get those clicks, and like, you know what you're doing. So own up to that. Not just be like, oh, well, that's not exactly what I said.
So I'm not sure if you
So
heard
stupid.
this. So Evan and Tiki obviously just said they were off. On August 30th, they had a tweet go out that said, please allow Morash to clear things up. I don't know if you heard this before. So if not, maybe this is the first time. Here you go.
There is not a soul on this radio station that said flat out, we know that Pete Alonso is a toxic person in the clubhouse. What has been speculated is that the Met clubhouse itself has been toxic, and Pete Alonso is part of that core that features Nimmo, McNeil, Lindor, you know, all these big names that are inside that clubhouse. And the only one with a year left on his deal that could be moved to change the feel inside that locker room. Every Met fan, of course, if I was a Met fan, I wouldn't want to move Pete Alonso. But if there is a problem in the locker room, Pete Alonso could be right in any squabble that exists in that locker room. It doesn't make him the problem. It makes him the movable piece if there is a problem in the locker room.
I'm dumber from even listening to that, because
But like, also, if that's what you meant, that's what you could have said. That's not what you said.
right.
And even like, that's just like saying things to say, like, what you're saying is, I wouldn't trade Pete Alonso. That would be stupid. So
Right,
why
right,
are
right,
you
right.
saying it?
Well, the whole
So
thing
dumb.
with you know, like you said, things out of context, whatever. to mention toxicity, right?
Toxicity, yes.
And then say Pete Alonso was part of that is putting it in together in one sentence.
Yes.
It's not saying the clubhouse might be toxic and Pete Alonso is part of the clubhouse. It's not what they said.
No, and it's just like as
and
much
I'm sure
as
by
like
this point people are fucking tired of this, and so am I.
No,
but we only do a once a week show.
And it's also just like as much as like, people want to call these guys idiots. Like they're professionals. You do this for a living. I'm willing to bet the majority of them that aren't like former athletes have like degrees of some sort in the field of journalism or communications. Like, what your words hold. And if you're trying to say something, make sure you're saying exactly what you mean, because it's the media, it's New York media. And if your words are given the opportunity to be taken out of context, they're going to be. And I just don't believe that these people who have been doing it for this long are doing that in any way but intentionally. Like you're trying, and congratulations. Like we're all talking about you.
Yeah.
But like, it's
not a positive light.
No.
So Tierney came out on Friday, I guess it was, and said like, show me the video where you said that.
Yeah.
So his initial tweet here, he's just getting blasted.
Yeah.
He's getting killed in the comments, and people are like, well, if you really need the proof, like we'll just show it to you.
Yeah.
So I took liberty to make a little edit here, and it got 123,000 views. So let's play that really quick, and then we'll move on from this, because believe me, I'm kind of tired of this as well, but I think it's funny to point out, because how insane do you have to be to say, show me the video, and then you show them the video?
Like you have access to the video.
Exactly.
Do a Google search.
Nobody on this show ever once said that Pete was toxic. You find the video or you find the article that either me or Sal actually said Pete is toxic.
The Mets have a toxic clubhouse, and Pete Alonso is part of that.
You find the video, Pete Alonso is part of that.
Nobody on this
So, I mean, how many other ways do you have to say? Like, it was in the same sentence. It wasn't cut. It wasn't chopped up. The exact quote from Sal was, the Mets have a toxic clubhouse. Pete Alonso is part of that. And then that was the tweet.
Yeah.
The fan put that out.
Yeah.
So, like, if you had more to say after that, then the fan did you dirty.
Exactly.
And I said to Sal, like,
Yeah.
I said it, I prefaced this weeks ago when I brought this up. I like the midday show. I actually think they're going to succeed. I think that with the way that things are shaking up now over there, because Carton's gone, whatever, they may even been told from Spike Eskin, who's in charge there, stir some shit up, get people talking, take the bullets and, move on, because we understand this business, the business that they're in is hot takes and controversial topics and whatever, and the yin and the yang, two guys in a room, or even, us.
Yeah.
We kind of do agree on everything, but most shows succeed because they don't.
Right.
And that's the whole point.
Right.
So it's kind of tired at this point, but Disha, who we love,
Disha,
came out and did a whole deep dive in this whole
God
thing.
fucking bless Disha and real
and
journalism.
shut this whole shit up.
Seriously. And I love I love the exact like lines and clips that she chose to like make like the headline, because that's essentially what they did. Was they picked what they wanted to be talked about, which is toxic clubhouse Pete Alonso.
Right.
And Disha was basically like, everyone says that's ridiculous, and anybody who's saying this is like clueless, which is so
wow.
good.
Look at the views on this.
Yeah.
So Disha's tweet went out on August 30th, and it basically it kind of added more fuel to the fire. People just being like, fuck the fan at this point. I love the fan.
Yeah.
I want the fan to succeed. I listen to it all the time. I listen to it the whole way here today.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to stop listening. I love the fan. I owe a lot of the early success of the Sev line to the morning show. I've said that time and time again. Boomer and Carton were great to me. And the 7 line, like when I got kicked out, they had me on the show the next day. When the calendar girls were a thing, they used to have them come in.
Yeah.
They were great. So I don't wish the demise of the fan by any means. But so Disha came out, and her tweet here has 309,000 views. Doesn't mean they actually clicked it, but like you said, a lot of people read the caption or whatever, the actual tweet. So what Disha said was, what I can confidently report without any doubt is that Pete Alonso is not toxic in the Mets clubhouse, as one of the recent bogus report suggested. Mets players and staffers feel strongly about wanting Alonso to remain in New York. And then her column. So I guess she does something called Step into Disha's Dugout.
I love that.
For foxsports.com. Definitely check that out.
And it also went on to say that like certain players are even like going to make it a point to meet with Steve Cohen to tell him we want him here, which I would assume, I don't think the players were named, but I assume it's the players already under contract, meaning Lindor, Nimmo, McNeil.
Right. We're here. We're in.
Right.
You can't break this team up.
Exactly. So I don't think Pete Alonso's the problem, as we already fucking knew, but
Right.
whatever.
So, I mean, now before we move on with the fan, because now this Sean Marash guy who worked for CBS radio, I guess, and then he got brought over when they shook things around. I think he's one of the producers for maybe Tiki and Evan.
Okay.
I don't really know, but he comes out now after there's a photo of Pete Alonso and the teammates on Sunday. They went to the U.S. Open. Did you see that photo?
I did.
Okay. So I have to just show this to you because I like that. I kind of like this where I'm filling you in on
I
shit.
know. I've seen nothing.
Yeah. So for the people that watch this or listen to this afterwards who are not on Twitter, maybe this is all news to you as well. So Marash, same guy, writes, would think Lindor would go out with Pete more post game with everyone being so tight in that clubhouse.
Okay, so hold on. Let's just dissect what he means by that.
He's asking the guy with the wife and the newborn.
It's not even that. He made it a whole point to say nobody here ever said Pete Alonso was the problem. Now he's saying, well, why isn't Lindor out with Pete if everything's so fine and dandy and everybody likes Pete Alonso? So which is it? What do you even mean? And not for nothing, but
this is just trolling.
But also Lindor, like, again, if you follow Lindor on social media and you care enough, Lindor goes to the U.S. Open every year with his wife. Like, they do that together, and his newborn is like, they went and maybe they had tickets for a different day.
It's like,
I don't know.
Come on, dude.
Just shut up.
So Evan Roberts replied to that. He's like, well, we don't hang out. They were, and it's like, we hang out. And I mean, we work together. We don't hang out.
Yeah.
So it's like,
and I wonder why.
Yeah. I mean, are you serious? Like, come on with this shit. It's insane. I think
that is somebody trying too hard.
No, absolutely.
To get clicks.
And that's what I'm saying, that maybe they're
and it's working.
At this point. Yeah.
Okay.
And because we're talking about it, Evan retweeted it. But I kind of feel bad for Evan because, like, Evan didn't ask for the cards that he's been dealt lately.
Yeah.
Like, him and Carton built up that afternoon show to be number one. It was always an afternoon battle between Francesa and Michael K and who's number one, whatever. And then when Carton came around with you love him or hate him, you know, you're mad at his past or whatever it is. Maybe you just don't like him before all the shit that he went through. They built that back up, and the afternoon show was the best, and they were dominating the ratings. So now Evan didn't ask for this, but now Evan's working with Tiki, who unfortunately I think is a bore. And, you know, you got guys like Marash and Lugar now giving the station a bad name.
Yeah.
But I like Tommy.
I get
I don't know Marash, but you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Like, I just don't like to see something that I love, like, getting the shit that they're getting now, because I love the fan.
That's how I felt about the Mets under the Wilpons.
Is there people that talk like this about, like, your girl Taylor? A lot of people don't like Taylor Swift.
Oh yeah, but you know what's we could do a whole other podcast about
this. But before we went live, I was talking about how crazy it is that there's a movie like a horror movie coming out that's changing their date.
So here's the thing: Taylor Swift is coming out with they made a film out of her Eras tour. Like, there was crews there for 3 nights. They filmed the whole thing. They're chopping it together so it can be a movie that all of the people who could not afford to go see it live can go see it in theaters. And the 13 is her number. So she's releasing it on Friday, October 13th, which is like a prime day for all things like spooky and horror. And there's literally, like, I think it's like an Exorcist movie that was like coming out on Friday the 13th, October 13th, and it was being advertised, and they literally are moving up their premiere date because they don't want to compete with Taylor Swift at the box office.
That's what I was saying to you too. Like, I feel like I understand, like, trying to be first and you know, number one in the box office, but I don't think there's that much overlap. Like, you probably weren't going to go to the Exorcist movie.
No, but it's well, and that's exactly why. It's like, if anybody's gonna go to the movies at this point to see, like, honestly, there was some article that came out that, like, Barbie, Taylor Swift, and Beyonce have, like, saved the economy of this country this summer. Like, their tours and the Barbie movie. And honestly, Taylor Swift herself, between that concert and what this movie is going to bring in, I don't remember the exact numbers, but, like, apparently the pre-sale for tickets to this movie of the tour that's still happening.
Regularly priced movie, though. They're not going to be like,
for adults it's $19.89 because that's like her album, and then for children it's $13.13 because that's
the movies are
number.
expensive.
But it's already, like, it's shattered like every record for, like, pre-sale of any movie ever. Like, and it's literally just a concert that you could have gone to that many people did. I bought a ticket already and I went to the concert.
I'm telling you, I would never pay to watch a concert at a movie theater.
If it was an artist, an iconic artist, once in a generation artist of our lifetime that you couldn't afford to go to the show, I think you would, with some friends, go to a theater.
Do you remember VHS? Know anything about VHS?
Yeah, of course.
I'm pretty sure I had like a Michael Jackson moonwalk VHS.
And did you watch it?
Yeah, I didn't go to the movie theater though.
Okay, well, how old were you?
I'll tell you right now. I'm pretty sure it was called Moonwalk. Let's see. Moonwalk movie. Moonwalk movie. 1988.
How old were you?
8.
Okay, so yeah, that's
Depending on
probably
what
why
month
you
they
didn't
came
go
out.
to the movies.
No.
But if you wanted to
Oh, Moonwalker.
get a little buzz with your friends, oh, very nice.
Look at that.
If you wanted to get a little buzz with your friends and go to a theater and sing and dance,
6 out of 10.
I can't wait to see the Taylor Swift
69% on Rotten Tomatoes. You know what? Actually, fuck, I take it back. I saw Last Played Shay in the movie theater.
There you go.
That's the Billy Joel
Yeah,
documentary.
of course you did.
Yeah.
Because
wow.
that's a sick setting to see a concert you couldn't go see in person in.
Yeah, but this was like almost like, have you seen it?
I haven't. I've
So
seen bits and pieces
good.
of it, but I haven't seen the whole thing.
It's Kelly and I watch it. I think it's every Christmas Eve or Thanksgiving. One of the eves we watch as like a tradition. And it's based around like you don't have to be a Billy Joel fan to like this documentary or whatever, because it's a lot about him, but a lot about Shay, and a lot about the Mets, about the Beatles playing there.
That's
about,
cool.
Flynn, who was the ground crew guy. It's great. You should watch it. Let's Play Shay.
Okay,
but I did see it there. Yeah, in the movie theater. So I take it back. Speaking of something that you might want to take back, you should definitely be taking yourself back to Tick Pick and picking up tickets. I have the Jets picked up right here just because I'm curious what those would cost. So September 11th at MetLife in Jersey, game 1 of this season, which is a very, I don't really want to put too much stock in it because look what happened with the Mets, but the hopes are high for Jets fans. So Jets versus Bills, Monday Night Football, 8:15 start. You can get in for $200. I actually thought it'd be a little bit more expensive, to be honest. And then on Sunday, the 24th, Jets versus Patriots for $165. So the list goes on and on. I just typed in the Jets, but you could type in anything you're interested in. I wonder if you could find the Taylor Swift movie tickets here.
I don't know if they do movie tickets.
Let's see. Taylor. This is great audio, by the way. Taylor Swift Eras Tour concert film experience.
Oh my God. That's
$46?
Insane, because that's the opening night.
Oh my! I gotta get in a new business.
I'm
gonna start getting into Taylor Swift. What do they call it? Like I'm gonna start be the middleman of Taylor Swift.
That's fine. People always like to argue
That's
like
the starting price.
Taylor Swift doesn't have impact. What the fuck do you mean? I'm trying to find out what you mean by
Well, you know why?
impact.
Because there's a lot of people. You saw that girl. That had to be fake, right?
What?
She's going fucking nuts. She's doing like a selfie
at the
video.
concert?
That's fake, right?
No, people are like that.
No, she was like mad.
Darren,
like angry.
that's what I looked like. I just didn't have the audacity to film myself.
No way.
Yes, Darren, you don't understand that song.
How do I find this video? Because this girl, she looks angry and mad.
I don't know. It's Taylor Swift, Cruel
Like-
Summer. That's
like-
the song. I don't know.
Cruel Summer.
Yeah,
That's a different. Is that a cover?
that's her song.
No, it's not.
Cruel Summer is Taylor Swift's song. There might be another song named
Yeah,
Cruel
the
Summer.
original Cruel Summer was in Karate Kid.
Okay, it's a different song.
Oh my
It's
God.
just
Is Lucho
called
watching
Cruel
today?
Summer.
Back me up, Lucho.
I don't know, but no, it's. You know what? Lucho actually tagged me in that. I might be able to find it faster.
I'm just writing "Crazy Girl" Taylor Swift.
Good luck. As if you're not gonna find a billion other things.
Yeah.
Hold on.
But if you guys haven't seen this girl's going absolutely fucking nuts at a concert, selfie mode, and
It's the first song
she looks mad
that
and
they
angry.
play.
If I was with or around that
I found
girl,
it. I found it.
How do I find it?
I'll just send it to your DMs.
Yeah, insane. Now this turned into a Taylor Swift
As
topic
it
for now,
always
but-
does.
Yeah. This girl's absolutely nuts. And I guess that's Julia. I think that I sit next
No.
to someone that insane.
Literally, but you don't, Darren, that's what every single person at the concert is doing. I don't know how else to explain this to you. This is the vibe of her concerts. People are feral.
Oh my God. I would
But it's everyone.
No,
Everyone's doing it.
no one is
Yes!
as what is this outfit?
She's dressed. There's a song called Ivy. She's dressed as Ivy.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I
That
wish
girl's
I was
nuts.
there. I
That girl is
wish I was
absolutely
there.
Crazy.
But do you hear how loud the crowd is? Everyone is doing that.
No one's as nuts as this
Darren,
girl.
you're wrong. You're wrong about this. You wanted a show where we don't agree, and it's not even anything to agree on. You're just factually incorrect. Everyone there.
You want to hear the real Cruel Summer?
No, I really don't, because that
It's a
one's
classic.
better.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I might get kicked off Facebook for this, but I'll play the beginning. If you have to tell me if you've heard this before. I made an edit actually with this for oh my God. Oh, I cannot believe that you type in Cruel Summer and she comes up
Because
first.
it's a better song.
Karate Kid. How about that?
Yeah.
Karate
Again,
Kid.
impact. More impactful than Karate Kid. Taylor Swift.
No.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're wrong. The internet clearly is backing me up on this.
Not in this. Bananarama. You never heard of Bananarama?
Why would I?
Because they're the best.
Okay.
And look at that name. Or hear that name.
I
Here we go.
can't. It's just so off the rails.
Hold on.
Stop it.
Hold on.
Lizzie
Gotta get past this.
Coming in with the Taylor
Hopefully I
Swift
didn't get kicked off
haterade.
Facebook for this, but if anyone listening, this is the real Cruel Summer. All right.
All right, just say you're ancient and go.
I
What
am.
is that? What decade is that?
80s.
Exactly. What decade are we in now?
80s.
No.
Look at my outfit.
We are 40 years away from.
Look at this. 80s.
No.
All right. Anyway, tick pick.
Dick pic. Back to the plot.
Use the promo code OABT, $10 off any order of $99 or more in the app for first-time users. If you're not a first-time user, find someone who is and get some cash off the next time you
Yes.
go to any event, maybe even it's a Taylor Swift movie because you want to
Okay.
jump off
Can
the balcony.
Can I, Darren?
Sure, go.
Can
Shoot.
I will pay for your ticket to go see the concert movie, because you're not giving it a fair shot. You don't know what you're actually talking about.
Well,
I
I'm
will
not into
pay
this.
for you to go.
I understand what
It,
you're talking
it
about.
does not matter if you like the music or not. I'm telling you.
I would watch that documentary of her sitting talking with her family about like business shit. That I'm more interested in.
Well, that exists.
and her, I know that I'd watch.
That's
and her
fine.
like selling her music and shit. Like I'm
But
interested in that.
but we're talking about the actual music, because you're talking like, oh, nobody will go that crazy, but you don't know.
That girl hammed it up.
No, Darren, I'm not kidding.
Film yourself next.
I wouldn't though, because I don't want people to see that I look like that. Like that girl's really bold, but that's literally what I looked like.
All right.
Did you see the photo? Did I ever show you the photo of me when literally she wasn't even on stage yet? There was just a countdown. There was 2 minutes until she was coming on stage, and I literally started crying.
No.
And Kara took a picture, and you just see like one teardrop rolling down my cheek. Hold on. And we're not showing this to anybody else, but I'm going to show you this really quickly because.
While we're doing that, let's talk about Ronnie Mauricio.
Okay. That's fine. We can do that too.
So Ronnie came up this past week, and obviously we were waiting for him to come up for quite a while.
Yes.
The Mets are not, they were smart about it. Oh my Lord.
She's not even on stage yet. So don't tell me that this isn't what everyone else looked like when she was actually singing.
I have an idea.
What?
I'm going to re-edit that video and put your face on it.
No, because people will Photoshop this in a really
not
nice
that
way.
face. I'm just going to pick a random photo
That's
of you
fine, but
and move
that's
the mouth
me.
and put, I got it.
That's fine.
I'm going to take care of it after the show.
Perfect.
So Mets were obviously waiting to make sure that they, get the most out of his service time, which I understand at this point because, look what happened with the rest of the season.
Right.
And I don't think Ronnie Mauricio coming up in June would have been like the deciding factor of changing this whole season. So he's up now and he's taking care of business for the time being. And he was 5 for 11 this past weekend in his first series in the big leagues, 2 stolen bases and batting .455. If you still care about batting average, I do. So that's the case. Tonight, I'm hoping that we see him do his thing again down in D.C. and again tomorrow and this weekend in Minnesota. So dogs, because we're talking about
back to the important
we're
stuff.
talking about everything except
enough of that noise.
But you like that? It's like, all right, this crazy girl,
sprinkle in a little Mets.
Cruel Summer, the original Cruel Summer, which is the OG Cruel Summer.
Okay.
What else did we talk about?
I don't know.
The movie, Ronnie Mauricio for a second, and now back to dogs.
Back to dogs. As I teased in the beginning, and that's why I know you all stuck around to watch. There are some dogs. Please go to Instagram.
Okay.
Go to Gatto Pups and Friends. Okay, so there's actually a video that showcases 3 of them. But so there's 2 dogs. They are bonded. They are mother and son. Their names are Peaches and Cream. They were rescued. No, but that is a good video to show. That the second one. They were rescued from a hoarding situation in Mississippi. And they need a home. They are the sweetest, most calm little. That's Cream. And then that's also Cream. Peaches will make an appearance. There's a third one. Her name is Cinnamon Roll. They all 3 definitely don't need to go together. Peaches and Cream do. Cinnamon Roll is a pit bull. She is super sweet. She just wants somebody to follow around the house all day. They are both good with kids. For the most part, other dogs, though, I think they would all prefer to have a human to themselves. That's Peaches. Peaches and Cream. Peaches is the mom. Cream is the son. They are so sweet. They're just lumps. They literally just lay on their bed all day long. They like being outside in the sun, but otherwise they just lay down and really keep to themselves. That Cinnamon Roll, she loves belly rubs. She's a little more needy, but she is so sweet. So if you want a big, old, sweet dog, Cinnamon Roll and or Peaches and Cream.
What's the deal with News 12?
What about News 12?
Because don't you?
Yes.
Isn't this on News 12 all the time?
They have a spot. I forget the name of the anchor who does it, but they do.
Antoinette Biori.
Yes, they highlight.
Ask me anything you need to know about News 12. I got you.
They highlight certain rescues and shelters like once a week, and Gatto Pups and Friends has a regular spot in their like rotation. So that video, I believe, I don't know if it was that exact video, but those clips were on it, I think, this past weekend. So
yeah, they play a lot of stuff on a loop. So if
Yeah.
you put News 12 on, and you kind of get the whole spiel of what's
Yes.
going on.
as seen on the news, Peaches and
Yes.
Cream and Cinnamon Roll.
I
So you can go to their Instagram, go to the link in their bio, and fill out an application.
So speaking of the Mets, because obviously that's why you're here, right? The 7-Line Army 2023. Unfortunately, I started talking so much shit because if you look at the schedule here, we had a pretty good run. Even when the Mets were stinking up the joint, we were winning left and right as far as the outings are concerned. We lost the last 5 straight. So this season,
That's rough.
yeah, this season we are now 7-8. We were kind of cruising to a above 500 record there, but we have 3 games left to get things done over
All
here.
right. Doable.
All time, we are still 85 and 68. I got through this whole show without having glasses on. And we have 2 more home games, one on September 16th, which Julia is not going to.
Sorry.
That is Mets versus Reds. And then the last game of the season,
Which I will be at.
she will be at, signing autographs, kissing babies in the parking lot. And, maybe she'll be on the big screen singing something again. October 1st, 2023, the final game of the year, Mets versus Phillies at Citi Field. If you want to purchase tickets, go to Mets.com/the 7-Line Army. If you want to sit with us, comes with the tickets to the game and the special event jersey. And then we're going to be hanging out there in the parking lot pregame and probably after the game too, let's be honest, because we will not be seeing each other after October 1st as far as baseball is concerned. Last year we got our big 3-game series in the wild card, and that was it. So if you want to come cheer with us, that'll be your last 2 chances. Speaking about 2024, though, we keep getting emails from people that didn't see the blog or didn't see the show or haven't seen the post about it about next season. We do have that schedule out already. We are going back to Brooklyn. We are going to London. So go to go to the 7line.com, click on the top where it says cheer with us, and you can read all about it and get involved in next season. So we hit everything. We talked about the dogs. We talked about Taylor Swift. We talked about Ronnie Mauricio. We talked about
all the important
the
things.
fan being, clickbaity, and Pete Alonso being the man.
Oh, you didn't
Lindor,
talk about
25 for 25.
what Pete and Haley are doing.
Oh, let's do that. Also,
because I
Lindor,
also don't know about this.
I can't believe how underrated Lindor is.
I know that I know.
You do know.
Yes.
Remember when someone said, was it overhated, or the wording was really weird. Someone was talking shit about Lucas Duda,
Okay.
and they said Lucas Duda is the most
Like overhated.
yeah.
I understand that.
Yeah, but it was like
unjustifiably hated.
it may have
for,
been
like-
Puma. Yes, it was.
Yeah.
It was actually like a compliment,
Yeah.
but the way it came out again, headlining,
Clickbaity.
it was weird, and fans were pissed. I can't remember if it was Duda or not,
Yeah.
but
But that would make sense.
overhated.
Yeah.
It didn't mean like
Like fans didn't
Very
like
ha-
him, but like there
Right.
wasn't exactly justification for it. Yeah.
right. I think it was overhated.
That would make sense.
Yeah, so let me tell you about, number one, also Lindor, I'm glad it kind of toned back a little bit because he would get so much. It's not his fault what he got paid.
No, and that's the thing is when you need
Good for him.
somebody to blame for a lost season, the first person you're going to go to is the person who's making $300+ million because, you're thinking, I don't know, maybe this is just like a me thing. And I never felt this way, but like growing up, I remember when there was a lot of comparison to like Derek Jeter and David Wright. Like people like my age when I was like young would always be like, Derek Jeter can lead a team and, they've won all these World Series and David Wright should be able to do the same. And like, one, that's bullshit. Derek Jeter always had good teams around him.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like that's part of it is you expect like your highest paid player, your franchise player, it does not matter who's around them. They should be so good that they could still be in contention, like no matter what's going on, which is just like in today's game, unless like maybe you can do that offensively, maybe, but like pitching needs to be there too. Like Francisco Lindor can't pitch for the Mets. So if that's not also there, there's not a prayer, but also I don't think that's a fair thing to ask. Like, again, just because people or baseball players specifically now have like these precedences of these contracts that like, that's just what they're going to get paid. That doesn't mean that all of a sudden, because they're getting paid this much money, they're now superhuman and can do the entire things themselves. So I always thought that was an unfair burden to put on him. Do I think he's responsible for being one of, if not the top offensive contributor? Yes.
Yeah.
But like, that doesn't mean even if he is, that they're going to fucking go win the World Series if everybody else around him is playing like dog shit.
Right.
So,
well, another season, or, at least this season, 25 homers and 25 steals. I mean, he's got 25 games left to be 30-30. We'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Lindor checks the boxes, and it's like he holds himself accountable. He talks to the press whenever he needs to. He takes, if he had a bad game or whatever, which obviously doesn't happen all that often, he still stands up in front of his locker and,
he's everything you could have asked.
Exactly. Takes
other
his medicine.
than, not having the team around him that's elevating his play, which like, I'll always say like, are you okay?
Yes.
Oh,
I got a comment here for you from Lucho.
What is,
Karate Kid, better than Taylor Swift.
Okay, Lucio. Okay. Sure. I will pay for both of your tickets.
I know the
to
real
go
Cruel
see
Summer.
The Taylor Swift.
The Mets
concert
gave us
movie.
a Cruel Summer. The 80s is the best.
My God, this is the wrong demographic for me. And this is why I feel like sometimes, like, I don't know why I do this show.
Question from Lucho, a real one.
Okay.
Question for Julia.
Sure.
Will there be people like that chick at the movie theater? Like, no way.
It will be me, Darren.
I will be
like that at the movie theater.
I will go to the movie theater now because
Let's
I'm
go.
going to sit there and record the entire thing and be like, what the fuck is going on here?
She is an artist of a generation doing an iconic tour that is her entire discography. Also, that song was from her album that came out in 2019 that the tour for that song got canceled because of COVID. So that was the first time people are hearing it live, and it's like a fan favorite. So there is that added level of like people have been waiting to scream that bridge. Also, Taylor encourages, like it's part of the song. She not stops the song, but in between the chorus and the bridge, she says, like, I want to hear you scream this bridge as loud as you can, basically. So it's encouraged in the concert.
All right, well, at least you have one person in the comments here. Daniel says, I'm with Team Julia. Taylor
Fucking
Swift.
Go, Daniel.
Okay.
My guy. That's my guy. I need more Daniels in the chat. I bet Daniel actually listens or has listened to Taylor Swift, whereas everybody else hasn't.
Maybe it's Vogelback.
Maybe.
All right, so let's get to this before we move on here because Pete Alonso and Haley doing Pete Alonso and Haley things. This is from the Mets have like their own insider blog. I'm not sure who wrote it, but it was put up on the Medium. Mets Pete Alonso inspires the Love of the Game initiative, recognizing area organizations. I'm sorry. And they're inviting different organizations out during the whole month of September, paying for their tickets, paying for their food, showing them a good time, trying to give back to the community. I don't have my glasses on here, so I am going to get a little close to the screen here for a second. Giving back to the community is who we are, Alonso said. It's super important for us to be able to do that in and around New York with so many special organizations that make an impact. We just want to be able to have them come out for a fun night at the park and be recognized for all they do. So
toxic.
Certainly doesn't sound like a toxic individual in the clubhouse. And certainly, ridiculous. Like I was talking about, Lindor checking the boxes on the field. Pete Alonso is checking the boxes on both. I mean, 40 home runs, another season. The only year he hasn't done it is 2020 with the shortened COVID year. COVID year.
Mhm.
What more can you ask for?
Right.
Get it done. 3 shows left. We should have a countdown in the back.
Until never again. You said at the start of this show.
Only
you were
because I
back in for
sounded
next
so
year.
good, but now I hear myself again for another, 50 minutes, and maybe I take it back.
You are clickbait. You're trying to get people, or are they going to come back?
Remember
or
at Shea
not?
Stadium when they had the countdown in the outfield, and they would have
Last game at
they
Shea.
would pull down the numbers.
Yeah.
So like 18, like Darryl Strawberry got to pull it down.
Sure.
So maybe next week we'll have a number 3 here. We'll pull it down at the end.
Okay.
We'll see. I don't know.
Sure.
Well, we'll see.
Sounds good.
See you next week, next Tuesday, same place, same time, probably, unless Julia's got to do something crazy with some dogs.
No,
but,
I think I should be there.
definitely don't forget 9:30 a.m. this Saturday inbound in Minnesota. Kegs and eggs pregame party. $2. I forgot to say this. $2 off all pours for the first hour.
Nice.
So get there from 9:30 to 10:30. Grab yourself a discounted cocktail. Get some food from the food truck and hang out for a few hours before we walk over to the game. And that's it.
Scuba it up, neat up.
Yep. See ya. Stay cool. It's hot out there.
It's a cruel summer.
Oh my God. It is.